This video is for completing the square. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to figure out negative b divided by 2, quantity squared. So in this case, I'm going to go negative times negative 8 squared, all divided by 2. So essentially I'm going to get 8 divided by 2 squared, which gets me 4 squared, which gives me 16. So what I do next is I need to move over this 11, which you should have done first, but I chose not to. X equals 11. So I have x squared minus 8x plus something equals 11 plus something. So the something that gets added into both those spots are 16. This side here factors automatically down to whatever number's here, so it's a perfect square. So I'm going to go x plus 4 squared, the positive 4 comes from that, plus 4, equals this value here, which is 27. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the square roots of both sides. So square root, x plus 4 equals plus or minus the square root of 27. Now 27 is 9 and 3, which breaks down into 3 and 3. So this is x plus 4 equals plus or minus 3 root 3. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to subtract that 4 over, which is kind of hard to see. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus 3 root 3. All right. This next one here, going to do the same thing again. I'm going to move the 6 over, so I'm going to get 2x squared plus 5x equals negative 6. I'm going to divide everything by 2, because I need a to be 1, because a always needs to be 1. X squared plus 5 halves, x equals negative 3. All right, so my new problem is going to be x squared plus 5 halves, x plus something equals negative 3 plus something. To get that something, I'm going to take 5 halves Hold up, Palmer is wrong here a second. It's not negative b, it's just b divided by 2. So that should have been a negative. That should have been a negative. This should be a negative. This should be a negative. So I apologize for that. It's b divided by 2, so you don't change your numbers. I was thinking of negative b divided by 2a. So that's why this should be negative 4, negative 4, negative 4. This is going to be plus 4, which makes that a positive 4. So I apologize for that. Once again, it's b divided by 2. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take b divided by 2, quantity squared. And so I'm going to get 5/4 squared, which is going to give me 25/16, because you square both top and bottom. So technically I'm going to add 25/16 to both sides. And so on this side here, this number in parentheses, second one, is going to be x plus 5/4 squared equals whatever negative 3 plus 25/16 is. And I have no idea. Make sure it stays as a fraction, so I'm going to get negative 23/16. Okay, so I'm going to take the square roots of both sides again. With taking the square roots of both sides, I'm going to get x plus 5/4 equals plus or minus the square root of negative 23 over the square root of 16, because you square root both parts, tops and bottoms. So with that, I'm going to get x plus 5/4 equals plus or minus something over 4. And this part here, since it's a negative 23, is I root 23. 23 cannot be simplified, so minus 5/4 minus 5/4. X equals negative 5/4 plus or minus I root 23 over 4. And that would be your final answer.